In case you've been living under a rock, ladies and gentlemen, the new Xbox has been announced. The next Xbox is codenamed Project Helix, and it will play your Xbox and PC games. The recent retirement of longtime Microsoft gaming CEO Phil Spencer and the resignation of the presumed heir apparent Sarah Bond sparked serious questions about the future of Xbox, mostly in the vein of, does it have one? In a message posted today on Twitter, new Microsoft gaming chief, which by the way, before we go even further, Sarah Bond's account appeared on my For You page on Twitter this morning, and she still has the president of Xbox in her bio. That's how you know that shit was just, that's how you know low-key they was fired. They was not expecting that shit. Like, Sarah Bond, Twitter. Yeah, it still says president of Xbox on there. That's how you know. Like, they try to say, oh, they stepped down or retired. Nah, they was fired, unfortunately, because I don't think they was ready. Who getting banned? Yeah, they did her dirty. Anyways, what did I say? So Asha released this statement to the public. Great start to the morning with Team Xbox, where we all talked about our commitment to the return of Xbox, including Project Helix, the code name of our next generation console. Miss Asha wrote, Project Helix will lead in performance and play your Xbox and PC games. Looking forward to chatting about this more with partners in the studio at the first GDC next week. So next week, we'll probably get more info from nerds at GDC. And in case you missed it, they released like a little teaser trailer right here. It's not much. I just got here, but it plays PC games. I guarantee you this is why Sony's running from PC. Oh yeah, I agree. That's what we was talking about earlier. I agree. If it's gonna have access to the Steam library, Sony doesn't want that, because that means you'll be able to play God of War on the Xbox. They don't want that. I don't have much to say other than I do think this logo is actually pretty fucking fire. This is a good logo design, because it's got the X for Xbox, but then Helix with the whole DNA thing. I think it looks good. It's just, keep in mind that this is called Project Helix. That's the internal code name. Like an example being, I remember the GameCube was called Dolphin internally before they named it GameCube. So this is a placeholder. It does not mean that the next Xbox will be called Xbox Helix. It could be. It could be. I think this is a fire design. But I also released I'm reading third person. World-renowned content creator, the Black Hokage, also said, Xbox branding has been terrible. When they do settle on a name, since 360 was the prime, to drum up excitement, just name it the Xbox 720 and nature will heal. Call it the Xbox 720. If they're not going to call it the Helix, or if they don't want to go with 720 because that was supposed to be the Xbox One and then the Xbox Series would have been the 1080, naturally that means we're probably on the 1440 or the which would be Xbox 2K or Xbox 4K. I don't know. Remember Project Natal? Yeah, the Kinect shit. What I will say, whether you go with Project Helix, you go with the 720, Asha, if you ever see this video and Matt Booty, whatever you call the Xbox, please call it something simple, and call it something simple that we can abbreviate. The Xbox One was a terrible name, and the Xbox Series S and X were terrible names, bro. Like, I like being able to hit up my homies and be like, yo, hop on the 360, hop on the P5. You feel me? Give us something to work with. The culture, man. Don't call it the Xbox 2, man. Don't call it the fucking Xbox 2. Hell no. 720 is ass. I'm not gonna lie. I disagree with that. It leans into the heyday of the 360. When people talk about Xbox and its branding, 9 times out of 10 they're talking about the Xbox 360, not even the Xbox. So why not lean into the formula that was their most successful? Because the 360, I repeat, the 360 did win that generation between that and the PS3. Helix is a crazy tough name though. I hope they stick with it. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that. Xbox Helix. I wouldn't be mad at that. Especially because they trying to change the whole DNA of the Xbox culture and shit like that. Party chat alone one? Nah, facts. We used to make fun of PS3 niggas because they didn't have no party chat back then. At least not like the 360s version where it was super streamlined. Not gonna lie, 720 should have happened years ago, but it's too late. Yeah, I feel that. If anything, I feel like it's not that it's a bad name, it's too late. It's just an invite. Yeah, but they had Kingdom Hearts 360 by 2. I feel that. So yeah, we got that. This isn't the first time we've heard of the new Xbox console. AMD CEO Dr. Lisa Su said in February the development of Xbox Next Gen Xbox featuring an AMD semi-custom SoC is progressing well to support a 2027 launch. Meaning that if they really wanted to, they could put it in 2027. They could put it out. AMD is ready to produce this shit. If Xbox is recommitting to its console, what does that mean for its recent everything is an Xbox strategy? New Xbox promises no soulless AI slop after moving over from Microsoft's core AI products. And father of the Xbox predicts the end following Phil Spencer's exit. So me personally, I believe in keeping an open mind and giving people a chance. If she says this is what she wants to do, I'm going to take her word for it. Until she proves otherwise, I'm going to take her word for it. I feel like people are going a little bit too hard on her. Give her a chance to prove herself. What I will say is when this new Xbox project Helix comes out, if you break your word and it's full of soulless AI bullshit, like I'm not gonna lie, if I boot up the Xbox Helix and the first thing I see is Microsoft Copilot, trust and believe that side of the internet is gonna flame your ass to hell and back. And you're gonna be fighting an uphill battle. So I really hope that you are keeping your word. Because one thing I hope that they're aware of, Asha and Matt Booty, is that people are rooting for you to fail. Not me. I want to see competition, but I also think it's important to be realistic. I see what's going on Twitter. People are rooting for you to fail, and I need y'all to be cognizant of that. So keep your fucking word. At this point, do you think they can come back from this? Yeah, Justin Bieber said never say never. You're never too big to fail, and you're never too down bad to come back. The only time you really become a failure in life is when you give up. And they have the money to do it. They just need to execute correctly. I would tell them to probably build a good research and development team and take the time and survey people who love the Xbox 360. Like start sending out surveys to their Xbox fans. Like, yo, what did you love about the Xbox 360 era? And really double down on that shit and improve on it, basically. Start putting out surveys on social media. What did you love about this era? What made us back then? Because I think they have an identity issue right now. They need to pick a direction and go. And see what worked. I agree. Yeah, they need to figure out what's their identity. And like they need to have banger exclusives, I think. The whole games everywhere thing, it is great for consumers. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. It's great for consumers. I'm not advocating for them to make exclusives, but it's also bad for business, to be 100% fair. I'm a little bit new to PC, but I wanted to ask if you're moving desktop backgrounds, a software download. If you have any good websites to get. Wait, what? I wanted to ask if you're moving desktop background. Oh, you're asking how did I get the moving desktop? Oh, I swear I say this on stream every fucking time too. And every time I tell you the best $3 you'll ever spend is called Wallpaper Engine. It's like, yeah, it's on sale right now for $3. This right here on Steam. You want the link? Copy it. I'm about to drop the link in the chat. They literally have wallpapers for everything because it's community driven. It's the best $3 you will ever spend, and it's very low on your CPU. It doesn't use a lot of power. Thanks, no problem, big dog. Follow up. Do you think even if they do the survey idea from you, they would go back to their classics and remake them? Halo and Gears? Nah. Halo, Gears, Forza, that can be part of the portfolio. But I think it's time for Xbox to start treating them like what they are, and that's legacy acts. Do you know why I still get excited for a new Ratchet and Clank? It's because PlayStation doesn't put it out every 5 seconds. That is a legacy act. But if a new Ratchet and Clank came out every year, I would not be buying that shit. You got to give me time to miss it. I feel like the issue with Xbox is they not only did they give away their exclusives, they fail to realize where their exclusives stand in the zeitgeist, and they are legacy acts. So like what I mean when I say like a legacy act is like, take like a rapper. There comes a point where like you're no longer the top dog, but you're still talented. So every once in a while, pop out and do a feature. On the new Young Buck joint, do a feature. You don't need to drop an album all the time. Go live your life, bruh. They need a new Holy Trinity. They need a new Gears, a new Forza, a new Fable, and they need to make all them bitches that they gave away, make them still available on PC and what's the name? PlayStation. Matter of fact, all Xbox games should still be on PC. Just make sure they're not on PlayStation. But like all the games like Gears and Halo, let it still be on PlayStation. But the new shit, that should be exclusive to the Helix, I think. Did you do the new Method Man? I have not. It's got a catch though. Well, that also requires investing in artists and believing in artists and visions. Friendly reminder, Expedition 33 was supposed to be a Ubisoft game, but Ubisoft did not believe in the artists that they had in their building, so they had to leave and make their own shit. Now, imagine if Expedition 33 was a launch title and exclusive to the Project Helix. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think it would move units. I think it would. This idea that there's not talent out there to create unique experiences, new IPs, characters that we love, that's a lie. The truth is, a lot of these suits is not investing in that art, bro. Common Ubisoft L. Because like I said, like people forget Mass Effect was an exclusive to Xbox. Xbox needs a new Mass Effect, which could have been Expedition 33 is what I'm saying. So, you know, Ratchet and Clank is better than Jak and Daxter. I would say from a batting average overall, the series Ratchet and Clank is better. But in my opinion, I think the highs for Jak are much higher than Ratchet and Clank, if that makes sense. Like Jak and Daxter #1 is probably like one of the greatest fucking platformers of all time. It's up there with like Mario to me. There's not a Ratchet and Clank gang for me like that, and I love Ratchet and Clank, but nah. And even Jak 2 it had its moments where it was pissed me off, but that shit was great. Shout out to Space Cowboy with the super chat. They could do Expedition Zero as a launch title for the. Well, nah, you don't want to do it. Oh yeah, like a sequel. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. So like, who had a better career? Here's okay. Here you go. Who had a better career? Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank is like Chris Paul. But I would say Jak and Daxter is like prime Derrick Rose, but he got injured. You know, he got injured, man. that's how I'd compare them. That's how, at least in my opinion. I don't know. I might be biased. I like Jak. A Cracking Time was peak. Well, yeah, Ratchet has like 30 games. His average is better. Chris Paul had like a 100,000 games. I couldn't get into Jak 1, man. I might need to go back. That game is like classic, bruh. And like, if you would have asked younger me, I would have told you Jak 2 is the best in the series. But now that I'm older and I've replayed all the games, like Jak 1 is definitively better. It's just such a well-made platformer. Very charming, funny story, funny characters. But there's a lot of elements in Jak 2 and 3 that didn't age well, in my opinion. Shout out to 504 boy with the super chat. I missed you. My bad, dude. My bad. What else I got for you? We over here going on a tangent about platformers. Other Xbox news. Jez Corden's rumor sources really like what? The shooting in Jak 2 and 3 I don't think aged well. The lack of control over the shooting pisses me off. As well as there was a lot of shit in there that was just hard for no reason. It was bad game design. Jeff Corden's rumor sources that the next generation Xbox has been proven increasingly accurate. If things go according to plan, the next gen Xbox Project Helix is likely to become the only console without a paywall for online multiplayer. Let me ask y'all, chat. If this rumor turns out to be true, no paywall on Xbox Live, and you get access to the Steam library. If you're one of those people that does not want to build a gaming PC, is that a selling point to you? I'm not gonna lie, I think that would be if they market that correctly, I think that could be a selling point. You're gonna get most of the same games on, especially if you don't play exclusives like that. You primarily only play AAA third-party games and live service games. I can see that being a massive selling point for people. That would really help with the identity, the player first type thing. And then they get like a really good streamlined Xbox Live. Over the Steam machine, tough call. You gotta keep in mind there's gamers out there that just will never care about PC. Hopefully no more PS Plus, but I doubt it. Nah, Sony like making money too much. They ain't gonna make it free. I refuse to see a world where Sony can make it free. Xbox can make it free because, friendly reminder, guys, Xbox is a subsidiary of Microsoft, and Microsoft is one of the most, I think it's top 10. I believe it's in the top 5 richest companies, corporations in the world. they have unlimited resources. So they could make this shit free 100%. Top 5 easy, yeah. I feel like people forget that. Xbox is just a subsidiary of Microsoft. Windows is on every fucking machine. They print money. They shit money. Granted, PlayStation is a subsidiary of Sony, but Sony is not on the level of Microsoft. They're not. Because Sony doesn't have a piece of software or hardware that's on literally everything. So they have more money. Microsoft has more money to play with than Sony, trust and believe. I wanted to be part of the PC community, but I'm lazy, and that's what I'm saying. I think this could be a selling point. I think this is not the only thing that I think would sell the next Xbox, but I will say, if this rumor turns out to be true, Asha, this is a good starting point. Matter of fact, let me throw it in there. I talked about it on a previous stream. If Xbox also promised to be the premier console for console security, like we found a way to block these Zens at a root level, these Chronos Titans, these Zens, these cheating devices, free online, you would need maybe one more. Now we're talking. The biggest games in the world still are Call of Duty. 2K26 was the best selling game on console last year. I don't want to hear that console security is not a selling point. It is if it's packaged with something else. It just can't be the only thing. But free online, best console security, banger exclusives, they would need maybe one more thing, I think. One more thing. Because if they promise console security, you could turn off crossplay and you would have a great online experience. You're not going to be able to stop cheaters 100%, but if they found a way at the root level to stop it like 95%, I think that would sell shit. Yo, shout out to Clouded Assassin with the subs. We just throwing out the ideas out there. Asha, come fuck with me, man. Cut me a check. Shout out to the 600 we got in the Twitch chat. Shout out to the 950 we got in the YouTube chat. Hold on, now. Hit the like button. Let's get to 1,000. Hit the fucking like button, nigga. We almost at 1,000 viewers. Hit the fucking like button. Just depends on the price at the end of the day. Dudes already refused to buy PS5 for 400. Yeah, I guess a part of me being ignorant and just hoping that like going to 2027, 2028 with the next Xbox and the PlayStation, we can just leave them broke ass niggas in the past, man. I'm hoping with the next generation of gaming, we can go back to the roots of games, the roots of gaming culture, where it was I don't care what nobody says, it was an unwritten rule. When a new console comes out, you got about 2-3 years max to adopt the new platform. After that, we don't care. This whole feeling bad for shit for niggas, I don't give a fuck about a PS4, nigga, bro. Because at the end of the day, let me give y'all some perspective, okay? The PlayStation, the Xbox, and the Steam machine are not food. They are not water. They are not shelter. They are video games. So this whole feeling bad for PS4 niggas is asinine to me. Go get a job, nigga. I want to hear that shit. Save some money up. You holding technology back. My TMT Commander pack come in today. Might come out Monday, I think. Still calling the PS5 next gen is crazy. It's current gen, ain't it? Shit's crazy. Yeah, stop buying skins in VC and buy a fucking console. Other Xbox news. Someone built an original Xbox emulator for the it's called the X1 box. Based on the Zemu project, you can run classic Xbox games directly on your Android phone, featuring built-in setup wizard, game library coverage, online box art lookup, virtual Xbox touch controller, USB Bluetooth controller support, so you can use your Xbox or your PlayStation controller. Requirements are heavy though. You'll need a Vulkan GPU, Android plus 8, and 8 gigabytes of RAM recommended. So basically you are going to need a high-end, but it's beautiful to see how far technology has come. If you want to try it out, it's right here. I will drop the link in the chat. Xbox emulator available on the oh shit. New job report posted the UK lost the US lost 92,000 jobs last month. Oh yeah, we've been losing a lot of jobs, to be fair. So here before we move on, because I know you're probably relating that to the PS4 niggas who say get a job. First of all, Trump fucking up the economy in the last 365 days has nothing to do with the other 5 years of why you couldn't afford a PS5. What were you doing about your unemployment those other 5 years? That's bullshit. But I'm going to entertain that. You are right. The job market is fucked up thanks to the nigga that you guys voted for. There's something you can do in November. So make sure you guys are registered to vote. Because if the job gets done, I'm positive his ass is getting impeached. Politics do affect your games, guys. My first check after my bills and needs was good. Then the PS5 type shit. You think the lower middle class suffering started with Trump? No, I didn't say that. You see how you put words in my mouth? I did not say that. But he definitely made it worse. Next topic. Who said, was that a YouTube chat? That was a Twitch chat. I can't believe it, man. That was a Twitch nigga. That was a Twitch nigga. I didn't say that, dude. I did not say that. The reach of hell, bruh. You know there's some places in California the gas is $6. They're talking about it might get up to $8 or $9. Trump did do that. Which means that gas is gonna go up other places in the country as well. Trump did do that. I don't know why you niggas with you red hats coming here talking shit. Y'all like war? Like that's what you like? I'm glad I'm 35. Y'all go fight that shit. You and Baron Trump. You said YouTube, we up. You put words in my fucking mouth, bro. Yeah, it's 4-9 climbing. Shit is crazy. And Southern is crazy. It's crazy. Other news, Xbox shit. Oblivion remastered multiplayer mod is on the way. Tired of exploring, I don't even know how to pronounce that nerd shit. Cyrodiil, alone, be a friend. Oh, we got a trailer already?
For 20 years.
Said not the pin of shame. Let's see.
Cyrodiil belonged to heroes walking alone.
I served 13 years. They got it now. Y'all got it now, man. You said y'all got it. The younger generation. Who's ready for some Oblivion co-op?
Not anymore.
This is what makes PC gaming great. Adding shit that ain't supposed to be there.
Explore Cyrodiil with friends. Build guilds.
Cyrodiil, your mom.
Design custom servers. Run your own world. Sign up for early access right now. Follow the journey on our Discord.
You said that shit is Onkslop? Shut the fuck up, man. If anybody's interested, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. It's fucking stupid. That shit, Onkslop, Art Slop. I just be putting slop. What the fuck? Load, bitch. Give me that shit. There we go. All right, I'm dropping the link in the chat. There we go. I would imagine the Discord is, yeah, all the info is in the description box of the YouTube version. I dropped the link. 5 years from now, PS5 niggas, we finna call you out. Step to the front. I actually disagree. Because if you have a PS5 right now, you more than likely are probably looking to upgrade to the PS6 or a PC or the next Xbox. Nah, so you gotta keep in mind, who's a PS4 nigga right now? They're most likely gonna get a PS5 like the last 30 seconds of the PS5's lifespan. Then they're gonna become a PS5 nigga. So the people who become PS5 niggas, when you're calling them out, will not be the same generation. You see what I'm saying? They'll be the new PS4 niggas. Shout out to Cold with the $2 super chat. Potion and Wand gamers eating this year. Oh shit, that PS4 slop. Already looking into getting a PC. You picked a crazy time, bro. Hopefully these prices go down. What else I got for ya? Oh, speaking of 2K, I think Rockstar is poor or something. That or 2K is. We've partnered with NBA 2K to bring world-class basketball action of NBA 2K26 to GTA Plus games library on console for a limited time on March 10th. Members on PS5 and the Xbox Series get access to the entire game, plus a special NBA 2K26 GTA Plus content pack. So if you are a subscriber to GTA Online's GTA Plus program, you can get a free copy of NBA 2K26. And the unfortunate thing about this, as it just shows how media illiterate people are, because I saw this all up and down my timeline. First of all, let me explain this to y'all. All this is a corporate play. For those unaware, Rockstar Games is owned by the same publisher as NBA 2K. They're known as Take-Two Interactive. It's all one umbrella. And Rockstar, alongside Take-Two, wanted to find a new way to make money, so they're just bundling this shit together. This is a money play. It doesn't cost anything to put 2K26 in the bundle. It doesn't cost anything to add it to the bundle because GTA Plus Online is just fucking online items. This is just corporate greed. They're trying to get more GTA Plus subscribers because it benefits everybody under the umbrella. Are we following? It's just corporate greed. Unfortunately, instead of understanding that, a lot of people, for some reason on my timeline, were using this as proof that basketball was coming to GTA 6. What the fuck? Guys! and to be fair to this account, this is not the only one I saw. I saw about 6 or 7 of these fucking tweets on my For You page. It's official. GTA 6 is getting basketball. Once again, our teams were in the case. It's now official. And open world basketball will be available. Just because it had a basketball court in one of the screenshots. Hold up 1 second, y'all. Ugh. I'd walk away too. No. Y'all good. You're good. I thought I heard somebody fucking knocking. It was my dryer. Like, who the fuck knocking on my door? But this does not confirm it. Does it mean that there will not be? Because there have been rumors in the past. But keep in mind, guys, the rumors of basketball being in GTA 6 is based off of nothing. It's just something that people made up and they're hoping it's true. 2K26 being free with GTA Plus does not guarantee basketball will be in the game. This is just a money play so they can get more subscribers, so they can generate more revenue to make their board happy, their investors. Now, that being said, logic out the door. I'm actually hoping that basketball is in GTA 6. I hope it is a mini game. That would make me stay on that shit. That would make me stay on there because, first of all, fuck 2K. Like, it would be cool if there was a actual fleshed out 3v3 basketball street mode like the park where you customize your character, got all these crazy animations, is actually fun. And if you lose, you could pull out the Glock and shoot the nigga on the fucking park. That shit would be fire. Imagine being in the middle of a park game and getting ran over by a car. That shit would be great. Is TBH a ball and gun gamer? I'm an overall gamer. I play everything. That shit would be fucking fun. So don't get it twisted. I would love for this to happen. I'm hoping this for y'all, bro. I'll be right there with y'all. This would actually keep me on GTA if the game mode is actually good. Because to be fair, tennis and golf in GTA is not bad. It's not bad. So I think they could do it. They could pull it off. They released that table tennis game, Rockstar. They could pull it off. But I just want people to understand that this does not guarantee that it's going to be in it. There's no correlation here. But I am hoping for it, though. I am hoping for it. We're going to see when the game come out in November. I'll say this much before we move on. Instead of hoping and dreaming and making up shit about Grand Theft Auto being inside of not Grand Theft Auto, basketball being inside of Grand Theft Auto, why don't we just settle for some gameplay? Because friendly reminder, guys, we've still seen zero gameplay. Zero. The game's supposed to come out in November. I predict we'll probably see it May or June, July at the latest, but we still have not seen any gameplay. So let's stop making up shit and let's just get a gameplay trailer first. Let's settle for that. Canon event in GTA, killing the prostitute to get your money back. Tight shit. Well, technically we did. No, we didn't. That was just in-engine footage. You know what I mean when I say gameplay. I want a 10-minute demo, them showing off the shooting mechanics, the driving, some of the story elements, the scope of the world, the art. You know what I mean. A proper gameplay demo. Not some bullshit, some half-ass cutscenes inside the engine. What else I got for y'all? Oh, John Wick will feel like watching a movie, the developer says. Shout out to Lucy Club Studios. He said, just reading this tweet gives off room temperature IQ. Yo, chill. The new John Wick game from Saber and Lionsgate will feel like watching a movie, according to Saber Chief Creative Officer Tim Whitlitz. He told IGN that the John Wick movies already feel like video games, with Keanu Reeves' title's character fighting lower level tough guys before advancing to a bigger group of baddies and then eventually a boss fight. So it's really exciting to bring that action to a video game, he said. The director also clarified the timeline of the John Wick game, saying it's a prequel to the original John Wick movie. Also, I don't need to watch the movies. Let's go. Let's go. People may have already sussed that out, given the announcement trailer for the John Wick game showed the main character getting fitted for a suit, and he also looked younger. The John Wick game, which doesn't have an official title yet, is currently in development for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series. It will expand on the franchise's lore and will feature several familiar faces from the film. A third-person action game, the John Wick game, has players doing a lot of what John Wick does in the movies. I suspect this will probably be a lot like, I don't know what it is, but my gut tells me it'll be like, what's the joint? The last Rockstar made the last one. The one where you slow down time. What's that shit? Shout out to Batman with the sub. Appreciate it. Max Payne. Yeah, my brain is fried. I don't know why that wasn't coming to me. Yeah, my gut tells me this will be like Max Payne. And I'm gonna be honest, if that's the case, I'm okay with it. I love me some Max Payne. I love me some Max Payne. That being said, I do not want my video games to feel like I'm watching a movie, because video games are supposed to be interactive. I don't know if this developer knows that. I hope what he means by that is the cutscenes will be cinematic, but then they'll transition to the gameplay really smoothly. I hope that's what he means. And I hope he doesn't mean that we're about to get Final Fantasy 16 Part 2, where it's 11 hours of cutscenes and 10 minutes of gameplay. Because if that's the case, nigga, leave it. Leave it. Leave it. I'm out. But we'll see when the final gameplay trailer drops. Just giving y'all some insight. What else I got for you? Oh, if you care about KOTOR, it's still in development. That's all I can say. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake developer issues an update 5 years after it was announced. Saber Interactive's long-running development of its Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is confirmed to still be underway. In a recent interview with IGN, the chief executive officer, Saber, and Tilt Windless answered our questions regarding the project's future with a short but simple, yes, it's still in development. That's all I can say. The news is a relief for all the loyal fans. Yo, shout out to Hero Culture with the $5 super chat. He said, I guess Sony hates money, sacrificing millions to spite PC talk about bad business. Well, I think now that I know that the X, because I didn't read that article before this stream. Now that I know the Xbox is supposed to be running PC games as well, I think it has more to do with trying to stick it to Xbox, which is crazy in itself. It actually shows you how evil Sony is, because Xbox made their exclusives available on PlayStation. Now the rumor is, well, not the rumor, they confirmed it already. Asha confirmed it. The next Xbox will run Steam games. So pseudo PlayStation games would be available on Xbox. As soon as they found that out, they said, fuck you niggas, bruh. That's why I say you should never trust fucking Sony, man. Shout out to Moist with the sub, appreciate it. He said, I hope the John Wick game won't play like Uncharted. Yeah, I agree. I'm good off Uncharted. Other news. 16 years ago, Activision fired Vince Zampella and Jason West from Infinity Ward, jeopardizing the future of Call of Duty. I made a documentary with the exclusive interviews with ex-Infinity Ward developers that tells the story of how the team overcame the dramatic odds to make Modern Warfare 3. Here's a sneak peek. Where my ball and gun gamers at? We got a documentary, the premiere ball and gun documentary.
Hey, welcome to Infinity Ward. Come on in.
The Modern Warfare series was everything to me. This was my baby.
We knew we were making some of the best games on the planet.
By the way, Call of Duty is actually a great example, because we're just talking about competition between PlayStation and Xbox. Call of Duty is a great example of why competition is good in the first place too. This is a lot of y'all's favorite game. Friendly reminder, for those unaware, Call of Duty would not exist if it wasn't for Medal of Honor. The original Call of Duty's code name was Medal of Honor Killer. That's what they were before it ever was called Call of Duty. That's what they were calling it internally at the studio. This is the Medal of Honor killer. And guess what? It killed Medal of Honor. They did what they had to do. They did what they had to do.
This might just be one of the biggest selling games ever.
We were like hot shit. We were killing it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably put this on the TV, like on the weekend. I'll probably watch this.
But Activision couldn't get out of their own way in terms of like wanting everything, which was the demise of, you know, IW and the demise of a lot of things.
A feature-length film coming out March 27th. This is his YouTube channel, I guess. There you go. This video will premiere on. Yeah, okay. So it'll be on this YouTube channel if you guys want to subscribe to it. If you want to show him some love, I'm dropping the link in both chats. Hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube. And then we got some news with the mouse PI for hire to cost $30. It'll be 12 to 20 hours of gameplay for $30. Just some quick info if you care about the mouse game.